a big reason before you think about moving abroad. Thailand, where I'm living now for the past, 1 year, 8 months, they are number 9 in fatality rates when it comes to vehicles. America is outside of the 100. People here in Thailand, they disregard a lot of the rules for driving. And I'm not driving, Polly's driving. So you want to consider before you move somewhere to do your research. And that's not trying to scare people from coming, moving abroad, vacationing abroad. But before you move abroad, there are a lot of factors to consider. I haven't driven here, the car, one time. Bought this car, a year and 5 months. When I bought the car, January or February 2005? January? Yeah. This is, as I'm recording this, is July 2026. Paulie, how safe are the drivers out here?
Here in Thailand,
Yeah.
people not safe.
They're not safe?
No
Yeah.
helmet,
Yeah, they don't wear helmets,
no turn lights,
Yeah.
left or right.
no turn signals.
Yeah.
It comes from a Thai woman. Born, raised, living in Thailand her whole life. So, and I'm looking out for you guys because, yeah, there's so many niceties that you hear about living abroad, whether it's Thailand or any country. Just do your research. Returning home after you're 50 years old, that's another reason why you have to do your research. How much coconut milk are you going to drink where it is worth your time to move abroad? I mean, the paradise can be over with soon. You're not on vacation mode when you move outside the United States. As much as I dig Thailand, I might be here the rest of my life. I might move back. I have no idea. For right now, it does suit me, but America will always be number one in my heart. It'll always be number one in reality. Regardless of the luxury you live in, a condo, an apartment, or a house, you cannot drink the water here. I've showed my walls of water, or my wall of water, that we have to restock every, 2 weeks, every month. The fatalities, yeah, that's the number one reason. There's so many other reasons to not move abroad for Americans. People who consider themselves subject matter experts of anything, especially those who live abroad, they will act like they know everything about everything. All right. Like Thailand, they're known for their pork. Okay. But I've introduced Paulie to American breakfast pork. And I'm not talking about complicated, pork sausage links. I'm talking about the Swift or whatever it is. The little skinny breakfast sausage. Paulie, the American sausage that I had you taste,
Yeah.
do you love that more than Thailand pork?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm meeting him.
You missing it? Yeah.
I'm meeting that.
Yeah, we
I cannot find again.
we can't even find it.
We find.
Yeah, it's hard to find because it's an American import. Any import from the United States is going to be at a much more expensive price. That's not even considering the tariffs. Before the tariffs started, still very expensive. You're not going to get the same type of goods here also. I've said it before, when it comes to electronics, you're not going to have that much of a variety. The biggest part of the electronics are going to be from China. They're going to be low quality. Yeah, don't think this is me talking ill of any country. If I didn't want to be in Thailand, I wouldn't have came to Thailand. I don't know if it's going to be my home until my season passes, but there are just too many examples why you better be sure before you move abroad. I'm not even saying that you should visit a country first. I'm really not. But do your research. Even restaurants out here that are American restaurants, Western restaurants, they're going to be a lot more expensive. That is just the way it is. Don't take my word or any one specific person's word for anything, especially when it comes to your own life. Do your research. And it irks me when people give advice about finances specifically that have never been in a career or such. Anyone can give advice. Take people's advice. I'm not even here to give advice. If I've said what you should do, actually take that back. I'm saying what I do, saying what I've done to help other friends. For the men that come abroad, there are a lot of ladies that will not let you get up and serve yourself. That's just the way it is. Nothing against the ladies in the U.S. There's a lot of great ladies in the U.S. Holly, give me that white paper. What's the name of that?
Tissue.
Yeah, tissue. They don't know what, I'll say napkin to her, and she'll look like, she'll think, because there's a lot of words she'll forget, but they don't know what a napkin is. That's not what they call it. They call everything tissue, whether it's a paper towel, a napkin, toilet paper, tissue. They're not going to understand all these different words for the same thing. It's very real that people over 50 who don't work remotely and decide to retire abroad can't return to the U.S. or the likelihood of them returning to the U.S. is not going to be the same lifestyle. There's a big preponderance of people who retire with a house that sell their house. I mean, we're not talking about people that keep their house and rent it out. There are people like me, for instance, that retire over 50 years old, they have a career, they stop their career, or they retire, cash out their 401k at 59 and a half, which I did, sell their house, keep their stock, or not, move abroad. For me to go back home, I would have to find another job. There's no one out there looking to hire 60-year-olds. I'm a retired corporate analyst. Even with my experience, there is not a high likelihood someone is willing to hire me. Then I'd have to get a residence. It's not going to be a house. The house buying days for me are over unless I'm going to pay in cash, and that's not going to happen. So I would have to downsize, get a condo or an apartment, which is I'm not willing to do. When I made that decision to move abroad, regardless of where it is, I had to tell myself, this is it. This is it until your season passes. People moving abroad over 50, make sure that you understand what you're doing, regardless of how cheap it is living abroad. To go back, you are literally starting over again. There are many people who are able to start over again, who have a few $1 million to be able to do it. When you have to get accustomed to living that life again and not working, not having income. I was very fortunate to open a business, remodel it, and make it semi-lucrative to pay for my cost of living. Many people don't live like that. And I do understand that. Many people are going to live on whatever savings they've accrued, whatever investments they have, the dividends paying them, or Social Security. My point is, when I made this move here, I had to make very sure that I was not going to come back to live again in the U.S. There are a lot of things for people over 50 to do. And I'm going to speak of that in another video. And I'm not going to tell you what you should do. I'm going to simply speak about what I do. If this business caught on fire, if it went through an earthquake and I lost everything, there's only a certain amount of recovery I have when it comes to insurance on this place. So if the worst case scenario happens, better have a plan Z. Me, the United States will always be number one. That's where my children were born. That's where I was born. That's where I raised my kids. When I was an empty nester, that house was not a home for me anymore. And everyone thinks differently. I'm not giving advice. I'm stating what I did. And a lot of people, like me, simply can't return home. Literally cannot return back to the United States, not to live the life they once had when they were working. Be careful. Not saying it's not a right decision for you, not a right decision for me. Make sure it is the right decision though. You're making a decision that can affect you for the rest of your life if you don't prepare. And I will do a video, I'll probably do several videos on the fact of how people over 50 retire, the finances, the investments, what I did. I'm not gonna ever tell you what you should do. There's not any one investment that I'm gonna tell someone they should do. Never do Bitcoin. I will never do that. Do I have a little bit? Yeah, I have a tiny bit. Nothing that if I lost it all would ever hurt me in any instance. It's more of I got it years ago for FOMO, fear of missing out. Silly reason to do it. There's other stocks that I invest in. Now, I've said this to my original subscribers in the past, or my original viewers. Just because I own a massage shop and I get massages myself, yeah, I have to pay them. Well, I choose to. And I choose to tip them. You know, you start doing that work for free as an owner, then you're going to lose the girls. I mean, there are times that the girls, enough of them don't get tipped, and you don't have to tip. Pay for your massage and that's it. But there are times from, now I'm going to say it, the cheapest customers I have, they're not from the West. They're not from Asia, or Southeast Asia rather. So I'll just say you guys figure it out yourselves. Paulie, I mean, we have seen, you know, you have some people who tip and they'll give 20 baht, and I'm too tired to figure out converting. I'll put it over here somewhere. And the customer, he told the girl, I need change back of 10 baht. So you got some people who, with our Western mentality, would rather be like, no, I don't need your tip. But the girls appreciate everything. They appreciate any amount, whether it's a quarter, 25 cents, 30 cents, 10 cents. To me, that's them losing face. That's my perspective on it. If you're gonna get that cheap with a tip, just don't even tip. I can't say that because I'm not them. I'm not the girls. So they have to do, or they take whatever they can get when it comes to a tip, and bless them. This is just not about Thailand. This is retiring anywhere in the world if you decide to leave the U.S. to move abroad. Make the decision that you choose to make for yourself, because as the idiom states, everything that glitters is not gold. If you love the U.S., if you're thriving there, do you. Time doesn't care about anyone. When your time is over with, when your season has passed, it's done. Don't have any regrets with your life as long as you're being financially responsible. You guys get it. You guys are cerebral aptitude. That's why I titled the channel as such. I do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for all my subscribers. You pushed me over that mark. We'll keep going with this as long as it doesn't feel like work to me. I don't see me stopping anytime soon. You guys have no idea how much I do truly appreciate that. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Mad love to all of you.
Don't wait to live your life.